This is the Cheap Adventure to Porto in Portugal, and here's my Ryanair plane at the airport. So into the airport I go and along to the first lifts, which are some glass ThyssenKrupps. And along to ThyssenKrupp up to the tram stop. And here are the trams. The trams here are absolutely epic. This is an express tramway, and in the centre of the city, the trams run through metro-style tunnels with underground stations. And there's just something really epic about trams running really fast through metro tunnels. It's really characterful and very similar to Cologne. So make sure you check out my videos of the trams here. Now we go along to the first building, which has some awesome Schindler M series going up the outside of the building. This building is epic. So I go inside the building and it seems like security's currently having a toilet break. So I managed to get past reception and along to the lifts, and first into the non-glass Schindler M series, which go 1.8 metres a second.
How did I just walk in the centres? Posh offices. Whee! Oh yes.
And along to the glass M series lifts going up the outside of the building.
Oh wow. A view of the outside. That's really nice. But we know what will make it a whole lot nicer.
So then I really want to surf these lifts, but there's two problems. One, the lift cancels its calls when it detects there's no weight in a lift. And although it doesn't always do it does it a bit intermittently. It's too risky to be on top of a lift where there's no inspection control. Since the inspection control is underneath the rain shield, I won't be able to reach it. And with no inspection control, it's too risky to be on a lift not knowing exactly what the lift's about to do. And secondly, the rain shield is really weak. You just can't stand on it. I could have lifted up the rain shield, but that would be a problem if I needed to make a quick getaway, because it'd take a bit of faffing back to get the rain shield back down again. So I couldn't risk that, which means I didn't get to surf this awesome lift. No!
Let's step out. Oh, I don't believe it doesn't want to be served. Oh dear. Fuck you, Schindler, for coding it into your software. As a feature it's not normally enabled, and I sort of see why, because it's really glitchy when it cancels when it doesn't, but it cancels sometimes when there's no one in it.
And now go on to the next building, which has an awesome 2 metres a second 1980s Otis lift.
Oh, very nice. Whee! That's 94. One of the later ones of these. 5 basements, I didn't expect to have that many. DC pulsing.
and I just had to get on top of this awesome lift. But there's a camera on every single floor apart from one, so I had to go on top on the floor without a camera, just in case the reception were watching me on camera going around the hotel. But to get off the lift, I'd be getting off in front of the camera. But that's not a problem, since it's very unlikely reception would be looking at that camera at that exact moment, as there'd be no visible activity on that floor. And now go along to the place where I was staying. This place cost us £16 per night, and even though it's really cheap, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's really nice here. And even though it's really cheap, it's self-catering, which means if I wanted to save some money, I could have actually brought a pizza and cooked it here. And now go along to a massive department store. This shop has 7 floors above ground of shopping, plus 4 basements of shopping and the ground floor as well, which means it's got 12 whole floors of shopping. It's absolutely massive. And the lifts are some glass Otis lifts, and there's simply not enough lifts here for the amount of people. It took me quite a while to actually get a full ride top to bottom. And now along to a Schindler 4400 at a tram stop.
What, pre-start? It's already started. Very slow door, it's already started. Oh, only pre-start for VF, not pre-start for Drake. Oh well.
And now go into a shopping centre which has some awesome Schindler D series and these have full intelligent levelling M series logic.
And then music plays in the lift as well. Not for intelligent.
And this shopping centre has an old bit of machinery on display, which is really nice. I've left off the car at the front. Guess what on earth is a car phone? I guess in England they managed to get away with it, but in Europe you'd be like, what the fuck's a car phone? So I left the car at the front, so it's just a phone house. And now along to some Schindler 3300s. Fucking hell, these are cheap.
Yeah, 3500, not 5500. Look at those tiny belt cables. Because it's glass, you can see how little makes up the lift. Just those metal beams. Although it's bigger than normal actually. I've seen worse.
And now along to some really nice Schindler Eurolifts.
Österstadt. Piso -2, estacionamento. Porta está fechada. Piso porta está.
And now along to a hotel.
Smart Move Hotel. I've got to have a look at this place. It's got such an odd name.
And this has some aronas.
Station deployed. Doors closing. Lift going up. Seventh floor.
So I went along to the very end of the tramway to see what is there, and there's this little town. And I managed to find a lift here, which was a really nasty cheap lift.
Most pathetic lift indicator. Oh dear. Wow, it's a bit of shit. No, that's wrong, it's not a bit of shit, it's ultra shit. Ooh, side chassis. Hydraulic. Cheap. Come on, it's so slow.
So back along into Porto. And along to a car park. And the construction of this car park seems rather cheap. Less for lifts here. And I'm now going to this place which is like some very small shops and artist studios and some flats above it. And it has some extremely cheap lifts. It's now night time, and along I go to this weird bridge where the turret of the bridge where it lifts are goes massively higher than the bridge itself.
Where am I? That looks amazing. What? I did not know this was up here. Ooh, a dark glass bridge. It's very weird, I was not expecting this. Why is this bit so tall? This makes no sense. Why is that so tall? Just for a bridge, there's this massive turret at the end of the bridge. For fuck. Okay, I'm not going to get past that very easily without some to help me past that. Oh well, but at least windsurf lift. It drives very slow. Hydraulic. That's creepy.
Yeah, it's moving.
But slow.
And along to my first ever Smith & Son mobile vertical toilet.
First ever Smith & Son I've ever seen in a grotty location rather than a prestigious location. Very weird. Someone's really weed in it and someone's trying to clean it up. Panel looks posh, but not really since someone's graffitied over it.
And along I go to Porto Central Station. And let's take a look around this station.
It's weird that Smith & Son like to remove all evidence that it's actually a Thyssen. Even coming over Thyssen's label.
And let's take a ride on a bus.
Then I'll do that.